Hello, 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 and welcome back, or welcome to one of my videos. My name is Nobisa Machoch and I'm a mentor, and here we do everything money, marriage, and motherhood. So today we are going to be talking about money, the money sector. And this video is mostly inspired about the different videos that I've been seeing on TikTok. So I thought, you know what, I always assume that people know certain things, but then or to find out when you hear people talking, they do these videos, and then you realize, you know what, maybe people don't know what I know, therefore I should sit down and do a video. I hope it's informative for you, and if it is, please do press that like button because it does help with the YouTube algorithm so that other people can be able to see the video as well. Okay, and just double check if you are subscribed, because if you're not, just consider subscribing. It does help a lot. Okay, so I think let's go straight into it. Today we're going to be talking about the BRRRR strategy for property investment. Right now, this is a strategy that I too have followed in terms of the investment property that we also bought. If you don't know what investment property I'm talking about, I do have a video where I explained how we bought our investment property that we currently have, and how we even flipped another investment property that we had. So do take the time and go watch those videos because it will, give some sort of light to the explanation that I'm going to be giving today. So don't be distracted about what's happening behind me. We are going to go there. But before we do, I just want to explain what is the BRRRR strategy. Yeah. That's I think, okay, wait. The BRRRR strategy is an abbreviation. Ne? B stands for buy, right? Now, buy means you buy the property. Now, the most important thing about buying an investment property is that it has to make sense before you even buy it. You have to make a profit before you even buy the property. You're not going to say, no, I'm going to make a profit when I've sold the property, or I'm going to make a profit once I've started renting out the property. No, you have to make a profit before you even buy the property. I'm going to explain how that is possible with our investment property on the board here at the back. But yeah, so that is B. Now, R is rehab. Rehab is you renovate the property. Now, obviously, because now you've bought a property for less, obviously there's going to be things that you are going to need to do on the property. Yeah, so you rehab, so you do a budget, and it is always ideal that when you buy the property, you go with the person that is going to help you renovate the house so that they can estimate that, okay, you know what, this will take about so much to fix, this area is going to take so much to fix, so that when you sit down and do the calculations, it makes sense before you buy, before you even sign the offer to purchase. Okay. R number two is rent. Ne? Rent is you rent out the property. Ne? You rent out the property to tenants because now this rent is going to be the amount that is going to help you pay the bond, because now you've bought using a bond. Now this rent is going to be paying for that bond. So that is why it is important that you sit down and do calculations, because now you also have to sit down and do the calculation as to how much am I going to charge rent for my property. You have to obviously now do your research in terms of knowing that, okay, in this area, this is how much the rents are going for, so that you don't charge a rent that is too high but also that is too low. But you also have to take into consideration the costs of upkeeping this property when you are laying the amount of money that you are going to charge for the rent for this property. Or number three is refinance. Now, refinance can mean two things. Refinance can be that you go to the bank and the bank comes and evaluates the house and say, okay, you bought this house for 300,000 Rand. Now, the current value of the house is 600,000 Rand. I'm just making an example. So now you want to refinance that you take the 300,000 Rand, which is now the profit, and you go and you buy another property. Or you refinance may be that you sell this house. You sell this house and you pay the bank its money and you get your profit and you go and you buy another house. So that is why now there's two options that you can have. Now this is this is now either flipping, where you sell the house, or when you keep the house and then you buy another house while keeping this first house. So, and then the fourth R is repeat. So you do the same cycle over and over again by accumulating these properties, these investment properties. That is how now you are going to grow your investment portfolio. Okay, I hope that is clear. I didn't want to do like a long description of the strategy, because when I do the calculations, it's going to make a bit more sense rather than talking about it. Okay, so I'm going to be making an example. The figures are not going to be 100% to the T, but it's just for it's for example purposes, and it is close. So it will give some light for those that don't quite understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go to the board so that you can understand the calculations that we did when we were buying our investment property. Okay, so let's go to the board and I explain how we bought our investment property. Okay, so in the area that we bought our house, the property comps, so the comparisons of the houses in that area were going for about 400,000 Rand. A two-bedroom, a lounge, kitchen, and a bathroom house were going for about 400,000 Rand. Now, because our house needed renovations, the property was selling for 365,000 Rand. So we negotiated and we made an offer for 325,000 Rand. The sellers came back and they counter offered with 335,000 Rand, and we agreed. We said, okay, no, it's fine, we're happy with that, we don't have a problem. So we took the house for 335,000 Rand. Now, this meant we were making a profit of 65,000 Rand before even buying the house. You see? So I'm trying to emphasize that so that you guys understand that you have to make a profit before you even buy the house. Okay. I hope you get it. Okay, so the profit was now 65,000 Rand. But because we had to pay attorney fees, so this was the transferring attorneys and the bond attorneys, they were in total about 20,000 Rand, both attorneys. So we had to now minus that from the profit, which then brought our profit down to 45,000 Rand. So we haven't even done anything to this house and we are already making 45,000 Rand. Okay. Then we decided that we wanted to renovate the house, and we knew that according to our calculations and the comps in the area that we bought the house, the rent is not going to, if we just have the house on its own, it is not going to make enough profits, I mean enough money to be able to cover the bond that is going to take to pay for this money that we borrowed from the bank. You see, so we decided, okay, you know what? Let us up our renovation money that we're going to use to add two more flats in the property. In this way, the money for the rent for the two flats plus the house is going to be able to cover the cost that that it takes to maintain the house and to keep the house going. Okay. Now we decided that we're going to put in 120,000 Rand to renovate the house. We renovated the house, it came up beautifully, and we added two flats to the house, and everything was good. Then that meant now we have spent a total of 475,000 rand. Now, where did this amount come from? This amount is the amount that we bought the house for, the attorney fees, and the money that we spent to renovate the house. Then that meant now we have spent 475,000 rand on this property, right? And then we went and we searched for comps in the area with two flats, and we got plus minus 600,000 to 750. But for calculation's sake, let's stick to 650. It is a bit low because in the area, most flats don't have a bathroom inside, and our flats do. Both our flats have bathrooms, and they have a kitchen sink with hot water. So we don't have any comps for such a property. So, but still, hence I'm saying that we are, for calculation's sake, I'm actually estimating low, which is, let's stick to that currently. Yeah? So the current comps for the properties are going for about 650 currently, a house with two flats in it. Yeah? So now this means that we have made a profit of 175,000 rand if we were to sell currently, because now we would sell for 650, right? And the house is actually, we've spent 475,000 rand. This means now we've made a profit of 175,000 rand. But now, obviously, now we have to minus the money that we spent on renovating the house. Ne? Then that means that we've actually made a profit of 55,000 rand on the property if we were to sell it currently. Ne? But we've decided to keep this house. I did say that I have another video on YouTube that is talking about another house that we flipped and we made 60,000 rand within a few months. We basically also used the same strategy. I think I said this at the intro when I was starting off this video. But anyway, let us continue. Now we are now renting this house. So we are currently on R number 2. Ne? R number 2, because now we've bought the house, we've renovated the house, and now we are renting the house. Now, renting the house means that the rent that we are charging our tenants, when you're calculating, it has to cover the bond payments, the municipality payment, and the insurance of the house. And also I can add maintenance of the house, maintenance, which means cleaning of the yard, cleaning of the bins, emptying out the bins. Now, because it's not one tenant that is living there, we have decided that we are going to take the responsibility of maintaining the property. And then whatever is left from this rent, we also have an emergency fund for the property. So should something major happen, we have some money stashed away to be able to cover the cost that it takes to be able to fix anything that needs to be fixed without us having to take from our pockets. I hope this is clear. I really truly hope that it's clear and that it helps someone out there, because honestly, the video that I saw on TikTok, it's been giving me nightmares. It's giving me nightmares. Hence, I thought, you know what, I think I should sit down and do this video, and I do hope this was informative. I truly hope I explained everything thoroughly and that you understand what I mean when I talk about the BRRRR strategy, and that you are going to be able to apply the strategy when you are buying your own investment property. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me be able to reach other people that can also enjoy the content that I create here. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye. Bye.